Book of Heaven, Volume 35, August 9th, 1937, J.M.J. In voluntate Dei. Fiat, my sweet life, my highest good, Jesus, come to my help. My littleness and misery are such that I feel the extreme need to feel you within me as palpitating, operating, and loving life. Otherwise, I feel incapable of telling you even a little, I love you. Therefore, I pray you, I beg you, never to leave me alone, and that the task of writing on the divine will be all yours. I will do nothing other than let my hand be carried by you and be attentive in listening to your holy words. Everything else, you yourself will do. So you take care of it, O Jesus. And then I call my celestial Mama to my help so that while I write, she may keep me on her lap and synchronize me with her maternal heart to let me feel the sweet harmonies of the divine fiat that she possesses, so that I may write what Jesus wants me to write on his adorable will. Prodigies of love in the divine volition. How the divine will doubles its love in order to make itself loved with its own love. How the Queen of Heaven will form the new hierarchy within her inheritance. My flight continues in the divine volition, and it awaits me with so much love that it takes me in its arms of light and says to me,
My daughter, I love you, and you tell me that you love me, so I may rest my great I love you upon your little I love you, and launching it into the immensity of my fiat, I may make everyone and everything love you, while you love me for everyone and everything. I am the immensity, and it pleases me to give to creatures and to receive from them my immense love. I give and receive the harmonies, the multiple notes, the sweetnesses, and the enchanting and enrapturing sounds contained in my love. When my will loves, the heavens, the sun, the whole creation, the angels and the saints, all of them love together with me. They all stand at attention, waiting for the I love you of she to whom they had directed their I love you. And therefore, upon the wings of my will, I send to all your I love you, as though to repay them for their loving you together with me. If one loves, it is because one wants to be loved in return. Not to be requited in love is the hardest pain that makes one delirious. It is the most transfixing nail which can be pulled out only by the medicine, the balm of requited love.
Then I was thinking to myself, my God, who could ever repay you for your great love? Ah, maybe only the Queen of Heaven can claim this merit of having repaid her Creator in love. And I, what about me? And I felt oppressed. And my always lovable Jesus, making me his short little visit, all goodness told me,
Daughter of my will, do not be worried, for one who lives in it there is highest accord in love. By possessing its life in the creature, my will doubles its love. So, when it wants to love, it loves within itself and it loves within the soul, since it possesses its life in her. In my will, love is in highest accord. The joys and happinesses of pure love are always in full force. Our paternal goodness for one who lives in our will is so great that we number her breaths, heartbeats, thoughts, words, and movements in order to repay them with our own and fill them all up with love. And in our emphasis of love we say to her, she loves us and we must love her. And while we love her, we make such a display of gifts and graces as to astonish heaven and earth. We did this with our Queen. We displayed so very much. But do you know what this displaying of ours means? We look at ourselves, and we want to give what we are and what we possess. Dissimilarity would cause us pain, and the creature, seeing herself dissimilar from us, would not be with us with the trust of a daughter, and with that confidence that comes from sharing the possession of the same goods, of the same gifts. This disparity would be an obstacle to forming one single life and loving each other with one single love. On the other hand, to live in our divine will is precisely this: one single will, one single love, common goods. And in all that may be lacking to the creature, we give of ourselves in order to make up for her in everything, and be able to say, whatever we want, she wants as well. Our love and hers are one, and as we love her, so does she love us. My daughter, we would lack strength if we did not elevate the creature who lives in our will to the level of our likeness, to let her possess our goods. Indeed, with my celestial mother, because she lived in and possessed the life of my divine fiat. We love each other with one single love, and we love souls with a twin love. And our love for her is so great that just as we have our hierarchy of angels in heaven, as well as the diversity of orders of the saints, since the celestial empress is the heiress of the great inheritance of our will, when this kingdom is formed upon earth, the great lady will call her own children to possess her inheritance. And we will give her the great glory of having her form the new hierarchy, which will be similar to the 9 choirs of angels. So she will have the choir of seraphim, of cherubim, and so forth, as well as the new order of the saints who have lived within her inheritance. After she has formed them on earth, she will take them to heaven, surrounding herself with the new hierarchy, generated anew in the divine fiat, in her same love, having lived in her inheritance. This will be the fulfillment of the work of creation, our consummatum est, because we will have the kingdom of our will in the creatures by virtue of the celestial heiress, who wanted to give her life for each of them, in order to let it reign. Oh, how glorified and happy we will be, because the sovereign queen will have her own hierarchy, just as we do, even more so since our own hierarchy will be hers too, and hers will be ours, because all that is done in our will is inseparable. If you knew how much this celestial queen loves souls, she, faithful copy of her creator, looks inside herself and finds her seas of love, of grace, of sanctity, of beauty, of light. Then she looks at the creatures and wants to give all of herself with all her seas, so that they may possess their mama with all her riches. To see her children poor, while their mother is so rich, and only because they do not live in the inheritance of their mother, is a sorrow. She would want to see them inside her own seas of love, loving their Creator as she loves Him, hidden within her sanctity, embellished by her beauty, filled with her grace. But not seeing them there, if she wasn't in the state of glory in which pains have no place, she would die of pure sorrow for each creature who does not live in the divine will. This is why she prays unceasingly. She puts all of her seas in prayer, to beseech that the divine will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Her love is so great that by the virtue of our will, she bilocates within each creature in order to prepare the interior of their souls. She synchronizes them with her maternal heart. She clasps them in her arms to dispose them to receive the life of the supreme fiat. Oh, how she prays to our adorable Majesty from within each heart, saying to us, "Please hurry. My love can no longer be contained. I want to see my children living together with me in that same divine will which forms all of my glory, my richness, my great inheritance. Trust me, and I will know how to defend my children, as well as your own will, which is also mine. The love of this celestial queen and mother is insuperable. Only in heaven will creatures know how much she loves them and what she has done for them. Her most exuberant, magnanimous, and greatest act is wanting for them to possess the kingdom of my will as she possessed it. Oh, what would this celestial lady not do to obtain her intent? You too unite with her and pray for a purpose so holy."
Fiat.